The Shape of Water is written and directed by Guillermo del Toro and stars Sally Hawkins, Doug Jones, Michael Shannon, Octavia Spencer, Michael Stuhlbarg, Richard Jenkins, and it's the story of this top secret government lab in the 60s. And Sally Hawkins is this mute janitor. Her and Octavia Spencer are these janitors. They're cleaning up the secret lab, and it's housing this like fish man, like the creature from the Black Lagoon. They got it from it's like a swamp somewhere. They got it under lockdown. They're trying to study it. It's the 60s. They're competing against the Russians about space and everything else, and the science project they got going on with the fucking creature. Michael Shannon's this really greasy, disgusting, fucked up dude that's in charge of like looking after, taking care of it. And Sally Hawkins ends up like striking up a very unique relationship with this creature, and that's all I want to say. Like I don't want to spoil it. This is one of those movies I knew like Sally Hawkins and this fish man are gonna get freaky probably or something, and it's like a puppy dog pet relationship, and it's gonna escalate. Yes. And I just love that idea. That idea alone, I was like, oh, I'm in. I love Sally Hawkins. I love Guillermo del Toro from what I've seen. I haven't seen all his movies. I've seen very little. I've seen Hellboy, and I've seen Pacific Rim, and Crimson Peak. I did not like Crimson Peak, though. I really did not like that one. I haven't seen Pan's Labyrinth. I haven't seen the second Hellboy. I'm doing him a disservice by not seeing those, so I'll do that as soon as I can. But like, I like the guy. And I'm a fan of Guillermo del Toro and how he likes to tell stories about monsters and creatures and make them the highlight center points. And he has incredible monster and creature designs, and this one's no exception. And it's just a cool story idea. It's a little bit dark and twisted in like the most awesome way. And I love it. I adore this movie. I'll say it right now. I absolutely adored it. Sally Hawkins is brilliant in this movie. She's mute. She's conveying everything with sign language and just her face. That's how she conveys. Wow. She conveys everything with her face, and she's incredible. It's a pure acting job. There's nothing but her acting and her expressions to do everything, and she's wonderful. And I buy into, she would be into this merman thing. I really believe it because she sells it. Doug Jones as the creature, he is awesome. The dude always, like, he played Abe Sapien, he played the Bye-Bye Man, but don't tell nobody about that. Don't think it, don't say it. But like, he's great as a creature, and he's like very much embodies that animalistic thing that he is, and he's really, really good. Octavia Spencer plays Sally Hawkins' like friend that like she walks around, she's like, all right, she translates for her. Why is it so hard for me to speak today? I don't know. She translates for her. She's her best friend. She's a sense of humor for the whole movie. She's wonderful. I love Octavia Spencer. I wanted her to bake Michael Shannon a shit pie in this movie. Michael Shannon is a creepy bastard in this, and again, like, it pretty much goes for the whole cast. I just love them all. But Michael Shannon, I love that dude. He is incredible, and when he shows up in this, oh my god, he is a slimy, creepy, fucking weirdo. Like, his first scene takes place in a bathroom, and he does and says like one line of dialogue, and you're like, oh, suddenly I understand this guy. With like one line of dialogue, I get his whole ideal, and it's weird. It's fucking, like, I get it, but it's creepy. And he goes through a great arc in this movie. Yeah, it's fun, to say the least. And like, he's fucking, there's one scene I want to talk about. It's so good. Like, he's just, in the way that he's so fucked up, it's awesome. I'll just put it this way. He's a guy who likes quiet women, and that's all we'll say. But you know what scene I'm thinking of, and it's so good. He's just wonderful the whole movie. Richard Jenkins plays Sally Hawkins' neighbor that she confides in, and this and that. He's not a moral compass, but he's someone like, oh, well, this is a very strange situation we're dealing with, and he gets to react to a lot of stuff, and he's really good. Michael Stuhlbarg, I'll keep his things secret, but like, his relation in the movie is awesome. And it's just, Guillermo del Toro made a very moody, atmospheric movie here. I love the lighting of it. The 60s setting really works. It works for that. If we're gonna have this secret government lab in this, that it's involved in the space race and USA versus Russia, that's smart. And it gives it a good sense of place that it's this dated 60s technology. Not to mention the incredible makeup for that creature. the makeup department, the special effects on it. It is an amazing design. It looks a lot like Ape Sapien, but it's an amazing design. I love it. It's an incredible work of makeup. The sets are all wonderful. As I said, the eerie, moody atmosphere at times, it's really good. It's a dark, weird movie in the best way. It's romantic. It makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside. It's incredibly funny in a twisted, dark humor sort of way at times, but it's also, it's just a delight. It's one of those movies you see and you're like, yes, someone did something original, creative. It's a fucking good idea, and thank God they did it, and I adore it. I don't want to go into too much about this movie. I just recommend you see it. I had to wait a little while until I could finally see it. It came to my area, and I've seen it, and I loved it. I adored it. I give The Shape of Water an A+. It's a wonderful movie. Highly recommend it. If you've seen it, comment below, tell me you thought of it, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.